How's it going, Broncos? I am Nikki Deseriere.
And I'm Sage Reiger, and welcome to the latest edition of CTV News. I'll be taking Ryan Hunter's spot for this week's newscast.
Our top story comes to us from the History Department, along with the Political Science and International Relations program at Hastings College, who is currently hosting various discussions and speeches on the 30th anniversary of the Cold War.
Yes, Nikki, HC is working with the Pushkin Institute for the Study of Russian Language and Culture to sponsor evening programs on educating students about the fall of the Berlin Wall, which ended the Cold War on November 9, 1989. The week started last Saturday with a photo exhibition in McCormick Hall featuring the events that took place around the Cold War. On Monday, students were able to speak with students from Pyatigorsk State University in Russia through Skype to discuss the changes between the U.S. and Russia after the Cold War. This Wednesday night, former Congressman Doug B. Reiger, who was a member of the House Foreign Relations Committee when the wall fell, will speak on his experiences at the Cold War at 6 p.m. in the Wilson Auditorium. The events will finish up this Friday at the Morrison Reeve Center with Dr. Adam Seep, a professor of history at Texas A&M University, presenting a speech on the problems that arose for the towns that had hosted American troops after the end of the Berlin Wall.
Thank you, Sage. And now we're checking in on a reported $288 that was stolen related to the Haunted Wood fundraiser that occurred during the week of October 26th. The money was kept for safekeeping in one of the personal lockers of the Scott Studio Theater, but was stolen sometime between the afternoon of October 25th and early morning October 26th. Police were notified soon after it was reported to campus safety and are working to find information on the incident. The investigation is still ongoing as of this time, and anyone with information is asked to contact campus safety or the Hastings Police Department.
Thank you, Nikki. Now let's check in on what's happening around HC Sports as this fall's GPAC tournaments have gone underway this past week. The men's soccer team is going big by advancing into GPAC finals after shutting out University of Jamestown 2-0. The Jamestown Jimmies tried to keep it close for the first half, but the Broncos still managed to slip a goal in the 42nd minute. Freshman Magnus Olofsson had to fight hard for his goal, as his original attempt was blocked at first, but he managed to rebound the ball to send it to the back of the net for the Broncos' 1-0 lead at halftime. 3 minutes into the second half, sophomore Callum Watson sent a cross kick during his free kick, and sophomore Nicholas Cadini found the net to bump up the Broncos' lead 2-0. The Broncos were able to keep their defense strong for the rest of the match, including 3 saves thanks to junior Jesus Parra to help shut at the Jimmies from scoring any more goals. Briarcliff was able to upset top-seeded Morningside 1-0, meaning they'll be traveling over to Lloyd Wilson Field to take on the Broncos this Thursday, November 14th at 7 p.m. for a chance at the GPAC championship title.
The women's soccer team will be heading to the GPAC semifinals this Tuesday after last Thursday's win against Northwestern College 5-1. The Broncos' fierce offense helped cement their lead early in the match when junior Courtney Duscott headed the ball in for freshman Taryn Newman to earn the first goal in the match. The Broncos kept adding more pressure to the Northwestern's defense as senior Abby Marillin managed to shoot the ball for the Broncos' second goal. While Northwestern did manage to squeeze a goal in at the 22nd minute, senior Josie Knapp met up with sophomore Kaylee Augustine to extend the lead 3-1. The Broncos' aggressive offense did not let up in the second half when junior Lori Potvin fought for the ball to earn another goal for the Broncos at the 68th minute. Knapp would cement the Broncos' victory by setting up another goal for junior Caroline Hopkins to secure the quarterfinal victory against Northwestern 5-1. In other quarterfinal matches, Jamestown defeated Concordia 4-0 and will be traveling over to Lloyd Wilson Field to go up against the Broncos this Tuesday, November 12th at 7 p.m. for a spot in the GPAC finals.
Thank you, Nikki. The men's and women's cross-country teams competed at the GPAC conference in Sioux Center, Iowa last Saturday, earning 6th and 8th place respectively. On the men's side, freshman Anthony Lopez led the team in 25th place with an 8K race time of 26:44. Not far behind, sophomore Zach Hull and senior Andrew Hansen stayed together for a majority of the race. until Hull paced ahead in 32nd with 27.07, while Hansen took home 36th with 27.23 with a photo finish against the Dakota Wesleyan runner. Junior Cody Selvage led the way for the women's team in the 5K with a 52nd place finish in a time of 20:49, while freshman Leah Schmidt wasn't far behind in 58th with a time of 21:02. As a team, the Hastings men finished 6th with a score of 159, while the women's team finished 8th overall with a team score of 260.
Our final story comes to us from the Jackson Dinsdale Art Center, where gallery director Kevin Mercer is working on a new way to feature more unique and diverse artists with an online platform called Fizz. The JDAC gallery staff coordinated with the Office of Marketing and Communications to get the website online. Fizz is meant to be a new resource for Hastings College to experience art exhibited in the galleries while also providing information on the artists and art featured in the JDAC. The staff also hopes to turn it into an online curational space to connect the JDAC gallery to other artists and galleries around the world. You can follow Fizz on Instagram, or you can check out the website with a link you can click on down in the description box. And that will wrap it up for this week's newscast. We'll be back on November 27th for the latest in sports and news coverage happening at Hastings College. Thank you for watching, and we wish you the best of luck on your Block 3 midterm.